Welcome to From the Sacred Jainism Scripture, Uttaradhyayana, Lectures 26 and 27, Part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. The Jain religion, Jainism, traditionally called Jain Dharma, originated in ancient India. Jain Dharma emphasizes the value of right perception, right knowledge, and right conduct. Through inner reflection and sincere practice of these principles, one can attain moksha, the realization of the soul's true nature. The concept of ahimsa, or non-violence, is also central to Jainism. According to Jainism, each cosmic time cycle has 24 tirthankaras, or beings, who share their enlightenment with others. The Tirthankara's teachings comprise the Agam Sutras, which are the holy scriptures of Jainism. In the present time cycle, the 24th and last Tirthankara was Lord Mahavira, vegan, whose name means great hero. Born into a royal family in 599 BC, Prince Mahavira decided as a young man to pursue a solitary spiritual life. After 12 years of intensive meditation, he attained Kevala Jnana, or the highest wisdom. Lord Mahavira was known to face all obstacles with acceptance and forgiveness. He also shared discourses on spiritual truths, which formed the basis of present-day Jainism. Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan, has paid tribute on several occasions to the spiritual strength and devotion of Lord Mahavira, vegan, during lectures given in Taiwan, also known as Formosa.
I don't know if anyone in the history of mankind could have done, or could be doing, or will be doing such an asceticism, such a sacrifice like the Lord Mahavira. We really salute him and are grateful to all that he had to endure for enlightenment, for the sake of others. Yes. All these sufferings are not for naught. They would benefit the world in some way or another, even without the Lord Mahavira knowing, or even without the world people knowing or being grateful for.
In today's episode, we learn about the tenets of correct behavior for Jainism monks, including how they should divide their day and night into 4 parts to fulfill their duties of studying, meditating, and performing acts of compassion, while also avoiding any actions that may cause harm to living beings. 26th Lecture, The Correct Behavior. I shall declare the correct behavior, samakari, which causes freedom from all misery. By practicing it, the Nigranthas, or Jain monks, have crossed the ocean of samsara. The correct behavior of monks consists of the following 10 parts. 1. Avasika. 2. Naishediki. 3. Aprikanna. 4. Pratiprikanna. 5. Khandana. 6. Ikhakara. 7. Mithyakara. 8. Tatakara. 9. Abhyuthana. 10. Upasampad. The avasika is required when he leaves a room or the presence of other monks on some necessary business. The Naishediki on entering a place, Aprikanna, or asking the superior's permission for what he is to do himself, Pratiprikanna, for what somebody else is to do, Khandana, or placing at the disposal of other monks the things one has got, Ikhakara, in the execution of one's intention by oneself or somebody else, Mithyakara, in the blaming oneself for sins committed, Tatakara, assent, in making a promise, Abhyuthana, in serving those who deserve respect, and upasampad in placing oneself under another teacher. Thus, the twice fivefold behavior has been declared. After sunrise, during the first quarter of the first Paurushi, or period of 3 hours, he should inspect and clean his things and pay his respects to the superior. Then, with his hands joined, he should ask him, "What shall I do now? I want to be employed, sir, in doing some work or in studying." If he is ordered to do some work, he should do it without tiring. If he is ordered to study, he should do it without allowing himself to be affected by any pains. A clever monk should divide the day into 4 equal parts, called Paurushi, and fulfill his duties, Uttaraguna, in all 4 parts. In the first Paurushi, he should study. In the second, he should meditate. In the third, he should go on his begging tour. And in the fourth, he should study again. In the month Ashada, June to July, the Paurushi of the night contains 2 feet, Pada, 2 hours. In the month Pausha, December to January, 4 hours. In the month Kaitra, March to April, and Ashvayuga, September to October, 3 hours. The Paurushi increases or decreases a digit, angula, or 5 minutes every week, 2 digits or 10 minutes every fortnight, and 4 digits or 20 minutes every month. The dark fortnight of Ashada, June to July, Bhadrapada, August to September, Kartika, October to November, Pausha, December to January, Phalguna, February to March, and Vaishakha, mid-April to mid-May, are known as Avamaratras. In the quarter of the year comprising the 3 months, Gyeshtamula, May to June, Ashada, June to July, and Sravana, July to August, the morning inspection is to last 6 digits or 30 minutes beyond 1 quarter Paurushi. In the second quarter, 8, in the third, 10, in the fourth, 8 or 30, 40, 50, 40 minutes respectively. A clever monk should divide the night too into 4 parts and fulfill his duties Uttaraguna in all 4 parts. In the first Paurushi he should study, in the second he should meditate, in the third he should leave off sleep, and in the fourth he should study again. When the nakshatra which leads the night has reached the first quarter of the heaven at dawn, he should cease to study. When a small part of the quarter is left in which the leading nakshatra stands during that space of time, being considered intermediate between 2 days, a monk should watch. In the first quarter of the first Paurushi, he should inspect and clean his things, pay his respects to his superior, and then begin to study, not allowing himself to be affected by any pains. In the last quarter of the first Paurushi, after paying his respect to the Guru, a monk should inspect his alms bowl without, however, performing the Kala Pratikramana, or introspection. He should first inspect his mouth cloth, then his broom, and taking the broom in his hand, he should inspect his cloth. Standing upright, he holds his cloth firmly and inspects it first leisurely, then he spreads it, and at last he wipes it. He should spread the cloth without shaking or crushing it, in such a way as to make the folds disappear and to avoid friction of its parts against each other. He should fold it up 6 times in length and 9 times in breadth, and then he should remove living beings with his hand, spreading the cloth on the palm of his hand. He must avoid want of attention. 1. In beginning his work. 2. In taking up the corners of the cloth. 3. In folding it up. 4. In shaking out the dust. 5. In putting it down on some other piece of cloth. 6. In sitting upon the haunches. One must further avoid to hold the cloth loosely or at one corner, or so as to let it flap, or so as to subject it to friction, or so as to shake it in different ways, or if one has made a mistake in the number of foldings, to count aloud or with the help of the fingers. There should be neither too little nor too much of inspection, nor an exchange of the things to be inspected. This is the right way to do the inspection. All other methods are wrong. This is, if one engaged in inspecting his things converses or gossips with anybody, renounces something, teaches another his lesson, or receives his own lesson from another, he neglects his inspection. He who is careful in the inspection protects the 6 kinds of living beings, the earth bodies, the water bodies, fire bodies, wind bodies, plants, and animals. He who is careless in the inspection injures the 6 kinds of living beings just enumerated. For more information, please visit sacred-texts.com.